So like any band, we had to come up with a name because they tell you have to have one. So we made a list and ASTR was on it, partly because we worked in a studio by ASTR Place and that made sense to us. We love New York, we're from New York and we back it. But it also has a mythological connotation for ASTR as the goddess of the stars. So it gets a little bit deeper there.
We met through a mutual friend at a yoga center in the middle of Manhattan. And, you know, a lot of the stories we've told about this kind of paint it like we met in a yoga class. But as a guy, that makes me kind of creepy. So we met through a friend who was at a yoga studio, but just having lunch over green juice, just kind of chatting. And they were like, you should work. You guys should work together. And so we got together.
A lot of people like to think that we're dating or that we're in some kind of relationship like that, but that's not the truth. We're just here to tell you we're single. What's good?
Single, ready to mingle. You know, this is my sister. Any guys out there trying to talk to you, got to deal with me.
Hey, same with him. I'm a screening process. Sound is electronic R&B. It blends mystery, seduction, and darker vibes.
It's like the Eurythmics with a little bit of Robin and some hip hop.
Who are you a fan of musically? We both love Robin. We love Santa Gold. We love Gwen Stefani. We love Jungle right now, currently. I'm really into that.
I like Jessie Ware.
Jessie Ware, for sure.
But I like Madonna.
Madonna, always. Michael Jackson.
Lionel Richie, even, maybe a couple songs.
Yeah, I would love to collaborate with Missy Elliott or Timbaland. Hey.
I want to do a duets album with Tony Bennett.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just came to me. No.
Which you've never been done before, huh?
Never been done.
There's definitely a huge change from before when we were unsigned to now being signed. There's a lot more time constraints that we had to think about. Before we were just very, it didn't really matter. So now there's a calendar to everything, and that is definitely interesting to put your creativity into a calendar.
Plus you have like many more people who want to put their opinion in and kind of give you creative direction.
It's different, but it's also as you build with your label, you have so much more back. So it's like supporting in a way. It's good. When we go into the studio, our intention always is to make the best thing we can make, the dopest music we can make, to be as creative as we can and to channel something that everyone wants to feel. That's always what it should be. It's not about getting on the radio or pleasing our label or anything else. It's really pushing the boundaries creatively together and learning from each other and working better together. Every day you want to be smoother at it and figure it out. And it's awesome. I feel like that's what it has to be about.
Working with Leor Cohen's been pretty interesting because he's such a legend and he's a
boss.
He's a boss. He comes with all this credibility, but he's still a really hungry guy. He still wants to win, and he still wants to be on the forefront of whatever the next thing is. So, in music, it's really tough to run victory laps, and he's not a guy who's, boasting about anything that he's done. It's all about the next thing. And so for us, it's been exciting to work with him. So he's been pretty hands-off on the creative side because he trusts in us and he trusts in artists, and he works with artists that he believes in. So I think for us, that's been really encouraging, and it's given us a lot of creative, autonomy. performing at festivals is definitely a new thing, and we've individually been to tons of festivals, but I think one of the best festival experiences we had was playing the Sweet Life Festival in DC, because our friends put it on, and it's really focused about food and lifestyle, and we met a lot of really awesome musicians.
And we stayed after the show. We performed, and then we stayed, and we saw Chromeo, and we saw all these bands, and it was absolutely amazing. So that was a really, really fun experience to play and then go into the crowd and watch, and we got to meet people all throughout the day. Sweet Life was amazing. That was a really fun festival. And Escape, we had a great time today. Like, the people are receptive, and when there's so many people, there's something interesting that happens at a festival with that many people. It's like a wave, and you're all connected. It's different from being in a nightclub. And when everyone's dancing and you're dancing too, it's like hypnotic.